Hi, this is Pia again here with your self-love movement, and I wanted to talk today about the first rule of self-love. The first rule of self-love is really your self-talk. That is your inner dialogue. Your self-talk equals your interpersonal strength, which equates to your um, your strength and your power and your effectiveness in your external world. And like I was saying in the last video, that self-love is more about working on yourself from within and watching it impact your life and make the changes that you want. And the whole process of this is that you have to have patience with the process. This process is it's not just simple affirmations. It requires work. It requires diligence and repetition and intentionality every day. So it depends on what it is that you're working on, but self-talk, I want to say, is pretty much at the pinnacle of how you function, because your self-talk is where your beliefs lie, and your beliefs are what govern the way you live your life. Because there's just something about when you believe that you're limited, or that you believe that your capacity to push forward, or your capacity to learn something new, or your ability to do something because perhaps it's been a long time, or whatever excuse that you give yourself, it it dictates what you do, basically, the quality of your life. So whenever you have your self-talk, you end up believing it. So it starts with having a thought, and you're like, yeah, that's truth. You make it true, and you hold this truth up in front of you as if that is the way it is, and that is the way that it is for you. And so this is an opportunity that I'm calling you to, is to change that self-talk, change it in a way, find a way to change it with how you talk to yourself. And maybe you could start in the morning with what it is that you start your day with. Like, you can start your day with set intentions about where you want your day to go, because taking little steps each day will gradually change your life. So as I was telling you before, that it's important for you to know that I'm a real person and I have real struggles. So one of the things that I do to impact change in my life, if there's a thought or a belief system that I want to change, because this is something that I work on every day, is, bear with me, I have a tool that I use that has been extremely impactful, and it's something simple, very simple. Especially if you struggle with a certain thought that's really kind of pervasive, even if it's like the thought of somebody, somebody else's thoughts, or the thoughts of somebody that constantly are running your thoughts, and to the point where you can't even manage it anymore. I tend to keep beads with me as a tangible reminder. Like, these are the beads that you'll see on my wrist most days. And so as I'm driving or I'm moving about my day, I will use these beads to retrain anything in my thoughts that don't serve me, right? Because basically our thoughts serve us, we don't serve our thoughts. I think that's right. Yeah, well, we should be serving our thoughts in the sense that we put it forth and that we're intentional with them. So I have these beads, and they're, this string of beads. And this string of beads has 108 beads. So this is kind of a Hindu thing, but these beads are an opportunity for me to change my thoughts. I'll use one thought, and I'll say, like say I'm having a worry thought that just doesn't help any of us. We know that worry is not really good for us, right? But we all, tend to gravitate to worry when, the time comes. So if I'm having a worrisome thought, I will take the beads and I will just choose the thought, the opposite. So I'm trying to think of an example that I can use so that you can get the idea of what I mean. So, well, let's just say I'm having a thought of lack, for example. Right, this is a good example. Say I'm just having thoughts of lack. So to me, the best way to overcome lack is with gratitude, right? You will hear me talk about gratitude over and over because I literally wake up with gratitude and I'm grateful for every little thing in my life. So if I'm having thoughts of lack or of any type of limitation, I'll combat that thought with gratitude. So I will literally say thank you God, thank you universe, whatever it is. If you decide to use that for yourself, I use these to say thank you over and over and over again. And I'll do that series of however many times, 10 times. Do that 10 times, you've made a good impact on your thought process because you've said the opposite of the negative thought 1,000 times, and you've done it literally in a few minutes. But just think, if you have a negative thought and you fixate on it 1,000 times, the impact that it has in your life. But if you take 1,000 times and just change that thought, that can have significant impact in your life. And I implore you to try it. I mean, you can, I have these beads. They're, you can use anything. The thing about the beads that I like is that it's something tangible. You can touch it. It's a reminder. It's a reminder to be intentional. It's a reminder to change your thoughts, especially in a time of crisis. In a time of crisis, I've given away a ton of these to people when they're going through a critical time. And everyone has said that has made a big impact in their lives because it shifts the focus, right? So that's really what I'm talking about with this whole self-talk, is that it shifts your focus. And so in having the shift focus, you start to feel better, and then it gradually changes the thought. So that's pretty much it for today. Monitoring your self-talk and watching how that impacts your life. And I hope that this helps. And I know it's been a great one for me. I will be back with self-love rule number 2. And I look forward to spending that time with you. Don't forget, subscribe, hit the thumbs up if you like this, and share. And I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.